Hey, you silly, man.
What's going on, good people? Rich
Hey,
here.
hey, school in the building. What's happening?
Hey, man, we back at it again with another episode of the Culture Garden Podcast.
Slash
Uh,
SGP a little bit, huh?
it definitely got some SGP vibes, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ray P, of course. Shout out to
Shout out to
Rachel.
Ray Peasy.
Shout out to We Got Y'all.
Yeah.
We got two shows going on right now. The White Lotus, the season finale of season 3 will be coming up on Sunday. So we're going to record that on Monday and release it Tuesday morning. And then, of course, we're also covering Raising Canaan. Those episodes usually release on Saturdays, Saturday afternoon, Sunday at the latest or so. But we've been pretty consistent with that Saturday. So, yeah, man, check it out, especially Raising Canaan. Listen, I'll tell you right now, some of the best work we've had on We Got Y'all is happening right now, man. They're doing a phenomenal job with season 4 and the discussions that Rachel and myself are having. What she's doing over there, We Got Y'all, man. Shout out to her. Make sure y'all check that out. Follow them on IG. We Got Y'all Pod, everything, man. If you enjoy television and want to hear good conversation, that's the place to do it. Also, for here, remember to like, subscribe, share, tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit the link tree up in our Instagram bio so you can see everything we're part of, all of that. If you want to write in, please do, because we will include your comments in our episodes. Today's episode, there will be spoilers and explicit content. Even though spoilers don't matter, it's not one of them films. As Skool said, it's slash SGP. In today's film, as you can see in the title, we're discussing I Spy. Some of you might have heard about it. A few of you might have even seen it. Some of you might be thinking, what the hell are y'all talking about? We will talk about that and get into the origin and the cast and everything soon. But it is not streaming anywhere. It's funny because it was on Tubi. It was just on Tubi today. Of the day of recording, it's April 1st. And they took it off on Tubi for March. So I was watching on Tubi yesterday, went to look for it. But I will tell you this. If you type in I Spy in YouTube, just I Spy, the full-length movie is on YouTube. No edits, no anything like that. Just YouTube ads. You can watch the whole thing, man. So I do recommend that. You know a movie is either old or bad if it's fully on YouTube. That's all I got.
Hey, man, fuck you, man.
The synopsis of today's film. A professional athlete has to help a U.S. government agent recover a missing jet. Yeah, it sounds like some shit. But that's the type of movies they was making in 2002. And I was going to say it could work, it could not work. We'll talk about the success of this film or lack thereof here in a minute. Skool. First and foremost, man, always a pleasure.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? Me and Skool I was back at the crib this past weekend, man. Me and Skool got some good food, man. Kicked it. Chopped it up, man, the whole 9.
It's always good to see my brother, man.
Straight up, man. You know, people, I forget who it was, man. I think Jordan might have been saying, you know, I miss hearing that Skool in the building. What's happening?
What's happening? Double time for it. What's up, Jordan?
Yeah, man. But this is your week. This is your week to pick a film. What made you want to go with I Spy?
Man, when we had that combo, when Ray P's not on, I usually try to go a little bit more comedic. I know she's, you know,
some shit we know Rachel ain't gonna talk about. Like, she'll hit us quick with the y'all got it.
Yeah. Or sometimes she'll just get on here and watch us clown on the movie. So
straight up.
If it's too, you know, whatever. So I just went with I Spy. I'm like, man, this is my shit. I fucks with this movie. I think it's one of Eddie's underrated comedies, man, for sure.
Definitely one of his underrated comedic performances.
Yeah, comedic performance
for sure. And that's what keeps it of that. Like I said, we'll get into it. Get into some stats real quick. The film was released in theaters November 1st, 2002. Directed by Betty Thomas. She had directed the Brady Bunch movie, Dr. Dolittle. Written by Marianne and Cormac Wibberley. Had a budget of an estimated $70 million. Which, crazy. Let me tell you, Skool.
It's insane.
When I saw they gave them niggas $70 million to make this, I was like, oh, this is wild.
This is wild.
That's just tell you about Eddie. That says everything. The name alone, we don't care what it's about. And I guess a little bit has to do with the remake aspect, because I Spy was a a famous television show. We'll talk about it in the origin.
Yeah.
But $70 million. It made $60.3 million worldwide. So it is a
box
I don't want
office
to say
failure.
famous. Yeah, it's definitely. I want to say I don't know if it's a famous box office failure, but if you were paying attention to movies in the early 2000s, as a matter of fact, 2002 was just a bad year for Eddie Murphy in the box office. Period. All his movies bombed.
Yeah.
Like historically, he got one of the maybe the worst bomb of all time. Like I said, we'll talk about it. But it had made 12.7. Excuse me, it made $12.7 million opening weekend. Even though it was a bomb, it did open up at number 3 in the box office. Behind the Santa Claus 2 and The Ring. The top 5 was rounded out by Jackass the movie and Ghost Ship. It was in theaters for go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I'm starting to really realize too that a lot of that is like you said, it opened number 3. It's the comeback, like, you know what I mean? Like motherfuckers tell their friend or they come back, like, hey, I gotta see that shit again, you know. And if it ain't worth it, motherfuckers just like, man, don't even waste your time, man. It ain't even worth it, you know, because that was that era.
Yeah, well, so it's interesting. So it was in theater for 12 weeks, which we talk about it a lot. In 2002, that's actually a short time.
I was about to say that wasn't long at all.
Yeah, and when I looked at it, I say like 6 of those weeks were actually in like the theater. If you remember the $2 show and just
this is a $2 show classic.
Yeah, because you can tell, you know, the website I look at, it shows you not only when it played, but actually how many theaters it was in. And after week 6, it went from like 1,200 to 500. Like, you know what I mean? That just lets me know they put it in those movies were already pretty much out at Blockbuster by then. But if you still wanted the movie theater experience, you could go and see it for $2, all that kind of good stuff. So shout out to the movie theaters, man. That experience. It did stay in the top 10 for the first 3 weeks. So I will say that. So it did stay for the first 3 weeks, which is kind of impressive. And like I said, it's not streaming, but it is on YouTube. Of course, we got to get into some awards. Skool, 6 nominations, 2 wins. We'll start with the Stinkers Bad Movies Awards. Nominated for Worst Actor, Eddie Murphy, and then Worst On-Screen Couple. Now, the Worst On-Screen Couple was not only for this, but like I said, there were 3 box office failures for 2002. It was Showtime with Robert De Niro, so it was nominated with him, and then also nominated with himself for The Adventures of Pluto Nash. So him and himself were nominated. Hold on.
Yeah, my boy Dirty, man.
Hey, we said we're gonna nominate your ass twice.
Yeah.
Hey, you know how fucked up it is to be nominated for Worst On-Screen Couple, and the other person is yourself.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
That's insane to me. It won a Stinker Bad Movie Award for Worst Resurrection of a TV Show. All right, and then of course, check out SGP on this feed. I can't remember how long ago it was, but Skool did have an episode discussing the Razzies. The Raspberry Awards, you know, obviously properly known as Raspberry Awards, but commonly known as the Razzies, just celebrating bad movies. There's a whole history of that the Skool broke down and talked about. This is one of those Razzie films. It was nominated for 4 Razzies, well, technically 3, and we'll talk about the 4th in a second. So it was nominated for 3 Razzies: Worst Actor, Eddie Murphy; Worst Screen Couple, him and Owen Wilson; and then Worst Remake or Sequel. All right. It didn't win any of them, so we'll stay clear of a Razzie win. However, in 2010, Eddie Murphy won Worst Actor of the Decade. Man of the Decade? My baby's going to be Man of the Decade. Worst Actor of the Decade in 2010, man, for I Spy, Adventures of Pluto Nash, Imagine That, Meet Dave, Showtime, and one of Skool's favorite movies, Norbit. Yeah, man. Norbit is never mind. I can't even. That'd be disrespectful to Norbit. I was about to say Norbit's your soul plane, but Norbit's actually funny as hell.
Yeah, don't disrespect Norbit.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's disrespectful to Norbit, man. My bad. I want to put a pin in this Worst Actor of the Decade conversation. We're going to come back and talk about Eddie's career.
Yeah, because I definitely got something to say about it.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to come back and talk about that because we mentioned Eddie's career on Nutty Professor episode and where he was in 96. So I think that's an important conversation. As far as the cast goes, Eddie Murphy as Kelly Robinson, Owen Wilson as Special Agent Alex Scott, Famke Janssen as Special Agent Rachel Wright. She's been in a bunch of stuff, man. I was just watching Rounders not too long ago. Shout out to Rounders. Legit one of my favorite movies. Like Rounders is one of my favorite movies ever. Malcolm Gladwell. Shout out to Malcolm Gladwell too.
Shout out to Malcolm
McDowell as Arnold Gundars and Gary Cole as Agent Carlos. We do have an appearance by the legend Sugar Ray Leonard. Sugar Ray Leonard is in this film. And I want to ask you, Skool, is this in the Movie Poster Hall of Fame?
No.
Okay. Classic or not?
Yes.
Stop it. You done go too far with the comedy. To quote Eddie Murphy, you done go too far with the comedy.
Classic, man. Hey. I think this is a classic Eddie Murphy performance. And the reason I say this is just because, you know, a lot of those movies that bombed and didn't do well for him was movies that he was actually like behind, like he was directing, he wrote, he was like, but this is one of the ones where he kind of just took off and all he had to do was show up and be himself in this movie, and I think he did a very good job. You know, I think
he killed this.
It's one of his
killed
best
this performance. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. If you want Eddie Murphy, like just funny laugh, Eddie Murphy, ad-lib, make you absolutely. This is it. Mm-hmm. However, the movie's a classic.
It's classic, man. I said what I said.
Listen, man. If you want to diminish the integrity of what a classic is on the Culture Garden, by all means, do so. I'm talking shit a little bit.
This nigga like soul playing, y'all. Go ahead.
It's not a classic though, nigga.
All right.
It's a classic somewhere. Right, it can be like a cult classic, whatever the case is. I'm not arguing you down. That's your
no. Yeah, I can agree with that. A cult classic. I can agree with that.
For sure. I can understand how it could be a cult classic just for Eddie's. The only reason I watch this movie is for Eddie's performance.
Absolutely.
And it starts off quick. The 30-minute rule that me and Skool got, like you're definitely in and want to see what's going on. The origin of the film. So I mentioned earlier, it's based on the TV series by Shmuel Shmashby and Robert Cope.
Hey, you see, I ain't say shit.
You gotta say that nigga name.
Yeah, man.
Shmuel Shmashby and Robert Cope. It ran from 1965 to 1968. And actually, the television series was reversed, right? So in the show, Kelly Robinson is the white guy, and he the athlete.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And in the TV series, Shmuel Shmashby's character is obviously the black guy, but he's a spy and stuff like that. Even though he played tennis in the show too. He was a tennis player, man. Either cases, like the whole I'll take that back because the Shmuel Shmashby Eddie Murphy character was the lesser known. Like they didn't know much about spy, so they got that part right. Whatever, man. If y'all want to watch a series, like I said, 1965, 1968. I don't know where you can find it, but have at it. Ironically, or not ironically, but oddly enough, Principal Photography started the day after 9/11. So it started in 9/12/2001, and they shot in Budapest. So obviously, it's not like they were on home soil, but it is odd because if you were around for 9/11 and not just born, but actually know what was going on. It just feels that was just a different time, and kind of the world stopped in a sense. Where it felt a little bit. It didn't feel right to do things that you would normally do. It took a little while. I can't explain it, but you just had to be there. It was just a weird time. And
I think I don't know if I spoke on this on here or on the pod before, but I know I've heard it. Comedians or somewhere, but like everyone was super united. Like it was just crazy.
100%,
like
100%.
Everybody was united. Bro, that's probably the closest that the world has, at least in the USA, has come to like peace. Like it wasn't no racism.
Unless you were, it was racism. It's fucked up. Fucked up. There was some racism. It just wasn't the typical racism you believe, like black and white racism that you used to seeing and people joke about. But niggas was people, not niggas. People who were on some trash back then, man. Let me stop, man. I'm about to say some ill shit.
Come on, man. Keep going.
I'm about to say some ill shit. Eddie was originally a hooper in this film. Like, so Kelly Robinson was going to be a hooper.
I'm
He was going
glad
to be
they
a
didn't do that.
hooper. They actually was going to make him a tennis player because, like I said, Shmuel Schmosby had a role as a tennis player in the film or in the television series. And they were going to do that. But Eddie Murphy, if you know anything about him, he's got some boxing background. His dad was a boxer. So it was his idea to say, man, I want to be a boxer. I know that way around. He did all this. Like, there was no stunt double for his boxing scenes, any of that. So that was, hey, man,
That's insane to think you need a stunt double.
Hey, man, some niggas say, man, they said Josh Hartnett, man, said that nigga ain't athletic at all. That's why he was a jealous nigga. And he wasn't the hoop.
Hey,
was he on the hoop thing? He wasn't a hoop thing, wasn't he?
I ain't watching that so long.
He ain't scored one bucket. Shout out to Childish Grown Ups. They did not too long ago. Check out little cousin them.
Yeah, I'm about to check that out. I ain't seen in a minute.
Yeah, man. And Owen and Femke Jansen, they both mentioned how this film was almost frightening for them because they got to, like Kelly Robinson, we got to get in the ring with the champ. Yeah. Like Eddie Murphy is the improv king, I'd say, at least on the Mount Rushmore of it. Like just how witty he is off the top of the dome in situations. If you don't know what I mean, go watch the Outtakes of Life. Yes. Like just naturally, just got to be around funny, and he stand up funny, and just naturally everything funny. So they talked about, man, but they also talked about it was an honor. Like it was an honor for them to be able to get there. And once they started got rolling, it was easy. Like not easy, I don't want to say it like that, but it was more comfortable to kind of get in the flow of what he was doing and go from there. So shout out to them. Shout out to
and I hate the fact that the Razzie situation with the worst couple, because I think that Owen Wilson played well off of Eddie, man. Because he's just so laid back, and just like that little subtle shit he says is just so funny to me. Like, and I think a great example of it is in Wedding Crashers. Just, he wasn't too loud in that. Vince was that loud guy in that, but he played off each other well.
Yeah, Owen Wilson always a straight man.
Yeah,
he's always a straight man. And let me ask you this, since we're talking about it, because Owen's done a lot of buddy stuff, especially in his run in the early 2000s. You taking I Spy or Shanghai Noon?
I might go Shanghai Noon, man.
Yeah, Shanghai Noon's I'm not mad at it.
Yeah,
they fucked it up with Shanghai. Well, Shanghai Nights wasn't bad either.
This guy.
Shanghai Nights wasn't that bad, man.
Shit was trash.
But yeah, man, that's that like dry comedy, like even Meet the Parents. Like that's just that little silly shit. That's Owen Wilson Lane. And when you get somebody who's as good as Eddie Murphy, it plays perfectly. So I do feel you on that. It was a little bit, and they talked a lot about that in production of the film. Part of the reason why this movie, I put air quotes, works, depending on who you are and how you want to look at it, is because they have different styles. Like if they were the same, it wouldn't work as much as at least their duo. So I do agree with you there, and I don't think that their on-screen chemistry or being nominated for worst on-screen couple, I don't think that was warranted. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think we can't, I know you said we're going to come back to it, but Eddie was just, shit was just so bad that no one was going to disagree with you. Who was going to disagree?
So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it right now. Let's have that conversation.
Go ahead.
So in 2002 alone, I mentioned 3 box office bombs.
Yeah.
Showtime with Robert De Niro, Adventures of Pluto Nash, which is one of the bombs, like
worst bombs of all time. For
the
longest,
go ahead.
It was the highest film, or the most expensive. I want to say the most expensive comedy, or it might have just been the most expensive film ever made, and it bombed. Like I didn't even look up the numbers, but it cost I want to say 80 to make it, 80 million, somewhere in there. Between 80 and 100.
I'm looking it up right now. Oh, nah, nigga. They had a budget of 100 million.
Sheesh. How much you make? $4?
In the US or worldwide? Which one you want? You want US or worldwide?
Oh, US first.
US, 4.4 million.
See, $4, man. that's insane, bro.
And the Skool's point, if you look at it in absolutes, right? If you just look at things for absolutes, the largest financial loss of any movie, at least, I don't even know when that was written. So whenever this was written, I don't know what date it was, but it was the largest. And I can't imagine that being broken at this point. I don't remember a movie with that much because Pluto Nash came out in 2002. And
Well,
what year did Jiggly come out?
Jiggly?
Yeah.
With
Yeah, that trash ass movie, man. Yeah. Because they were stars, so I wonder how much money that's why I'm having this conversation.
I don't think that movie cost that much to make. I can only imagine that movie
$54 million.
To make it?
$54 million.
That includes their budget though, man.
That includes Pluto Nash that includes all of that. How much did this cost to make?
Yeah.
You can't, you know what I mean? That's what it is. It costs $54 million. How much did that make in the US?
6
million.
Yeah, nothing.
6 million. So still don't got it. But I knew Jiggly would have been up there. That was a historic bomb.
That was historic.
And that was a year after.
Yeah.
And you see the trend, right? Early 2000s was wild because they was really just throwing shit out there. That shit could work in the 80s.
But I don't want to say I blame, but I blame Rush Hour. Like Rush Hour was so big and it caused that buddy thing. Like every top comedian was in a buddy movie around this time. Like it just was the trend. Like you said, even the straight man with the comedic guy. You know, you tell me Robert De Niro, Eddie Murphy gonna be in a film. Like
everybody should be going.
Yeah, everybody should be going. And then you see the previews and like, who the fuck wants to see this shit?
Man, I ain't seen Showtime in a minute. I probably ain't seen Showtime.
I got it somewhere in here. That's probably in the bottom of the somewhere.
Say it's hot in the streets.
Yeah.
What the streets think?
I tell you this, it's better than Metro.
Yeah. Shout out to Metro, man. All right, let's talk about this. So speaking of Metro, I want to just talk about Eddie's career.
Yeah.
If you go back to one of our early episodes, this might have been like episode 13. This is early, y'all. Skool and myself discussed Nutty Professor. It's one of my favorite Culture Garden episodes. We had a lot of fun with that, and it was just fun times. But we talked in that episode, or you specifically brought up about how that was kind of a resurrection for Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
At that time, and you can go back and listen to it. I won't go through the full rundown of what had been going on in Eddie's career since coming to America.
Yeah.
But Eddie was in a slump, and Nutty Professor revived him in 1996. And I want to just talk about what was going on from 96 to 2002.
Okay.
And Eddie's movie career, because like I said, the Razzies gave him Worst Actor of the Decade for the 2010s, or 2000 to 2010. So after Nutty Professor, which wasn't critically acclaimed, but box office success, you have Metro, as you mentioned. I didn't write down the box office numbers. Matter of fact, we'll do this in real time. So Metro, because I don't think we'll be discussing it anytime soon, $55 million to make. It made $32 million. Right? So once again, if you do the math, he's losing money on this. Now he went to a lane that he would soon really find his own avenue in. And that's like children movies and animation. So Mulan, 1998. All right. He had a voice in that. And then he did Dr. Dolittle. We all know Dr. Dolittle was a hit. And then it gets a little bit, 1998, you have Holy Man.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, he has Holy Man in 1998. Holy Man cost $60 million to make. How much money did Holy Man make?
10.
12.
Come on, man.
So we're not even, you are on it. Salute to you. So we're not even there yet to 2002, but these aren't just bombs like you losing $5. You losing millions and millions and millions of dollars. It's almost like, damn, how long are we going to keep giving Eddie Murphy this type of money? I also do want to point out that he was taking a lot of chances himself too. Like he has his own production company, and so a lot of those chances, he's losing money as well. I don't want to make it seem as though like, Fox is just keep throwing, money at him. So a lot of that shit is like Pluto Nash was a lot of his money, but that's
shit he wanted to do.
And that's what I was gonna say right before you said that though. Somebody got to sit. No, you good. I wasn't gonna say that exactly. I was just gonna make the point. Somebody had to sit Eddie down and like, yo, like you are a movie star, but these ideas are wild. Like, Holy Man, like who gonna come see this? Like, who's the audience? We always talk about who is the target audience for this.
Yeah.
And I can't imagine he was just. And I respect it when you're an artist, comedian artist, and you have an idea and you want to see it come to fruition. Actually, Eddie Murphy has one of the like most inspirational like clips. Have you ever seen him talking about not quitting and keep going after what you think? He said, "You ever been flipping through the channels? You see Attack of the Killer Tomatoes,
Yeah.
like you know what I mean? Sharknado, like he said, that's somebody that did not give up on a dream. So I can't knock Eddie because I get it, but the fact that he didn't see that there really wasn't a target audience other than Eddie Murphy fans and people, people who are in that tribe, the tribalism of it.
Yeah.
It is what it is. So Life, which we covered, that was our 50th episode on the Culture Garden.
10 out of 10.
Life, 10 out of 10. Life, it wasn't as bad as these other movies, but it cost 80 million and only made 73. I say only like that's bad, but when you compare it to the budget, it's not what you would think. So it wasn't necessarily a box office smash or success. Then you have Bowfinger, which is interesting because a lot of people love Bowfinger. Like, and I enjoy Bowfinger's a good movie.
That's a cult classic.
100% a cult classic. Steve Martin's in it. That helps you. You have a grandfathered in legend, Steve Martin. $55 million made 98 worldwide. So now you have, all right, we finally got some things rolling along. And then, ironically enough, you had The Clumps 2. So The Clumps 2 came out, I believe, in 2000. Came out in 2000. $84 million to make, 166 at the box office. So it doubled its money.
Yeah.
Not a good movie at all.
Not a good movie, no.
Not a good movie at all, especially compared to the original. And then after that, you really get him in his bag for a couple of years. Shrek. I think Shrek was the reason why, and I'd love to get your opinion on this. I think Shrek is the reason why. I would say after Metro and Holy Man, somebody probably did sit him down. So we need a career intervention. I don't know if, when we do this, I'm sure we'll discuss Shrek one day. And when we do, I'm going to look up some more research. I don't know. I want to know how many people thought, or at least on the cast knew that was going to be as successful as it was. Shrek, listen, man. Shrek had a budget of $60 million. How much did Shrek make at the box office worldwide?
3 something?
$488.9 million.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Now, my biggest what if for that movie, and I know you know this, is the Chris Farley factor. Because I don't know if people know this, but Chris Farley was the original voice of Shrek. You can go on YouTube and like he had like 99% of this movie done. Like, and you can go watch some clips of Chris Farley as Shrek, and it's probably just because they coming out with a 5th one in a minute. Like, we're so used to hearing Mike Myers that it just don't sound right. You know what I mean? But it does make me wonder, like, damn, what this movie would have been like. Would it have had the same success?
That's a. Go ahead, my bad.
Nah, and that's all I was gonna say.
That's a great point. Yeah, and like you said, we're so used to it now. It's been embedded in our brains. Shrek came out in 2001. I remember, like, what you're saying reminds me of Starlight.
Yeah.
Right? Michael Jackson Starlight, which is Thriller. If you listen to it, it's the same damn song. But it doesn't sound right because you hear Thriller. And when I say it doesn't sound right, that's going to sound weird because if you turn it on, it is literally, instead of Thriller, Starlight. Yes. But I one's a classic. Go ahead.
I definitely agree with you. I think that I don't know whose job it maybe a PR. I don't know whose job it is to really sit you down and say, look, Eddie, you personally are taking a lot of financial hits on when you make these type of movies. Let's get into this lane of these movies right here. Look at these animated movies. Kind of like when Will got sat down about sci-fis. Like, look, these make movie. This make money. This is a guaranteed you gonna make this money. So someone probably said, and to get them to do it was just like, you seen what Mulan did. And if you was to get one of these animated films and they keep doubling and make 2 and 3 and you triple your money and it gets by, you can have a fund or account set aside for bullshit. You know,
and that's what happened. I think that's what might have happened after Shrek. Like, I heard 488. I don't know. I'm not counting his pockets. I don't know what kind of deal they had as far as. I'm sure Shrek 2 they did numbers on the back end and everything like that. I'm sure they all negotiated those type of deals. But like you said, that's your lane right there. Mulan did well. Dr. Dolittle did well. And then after you do Shrek, you have Dr. Dolittle 2. And then I think with that success, and of course, all y'all, if y'all remember the cult classic, the PJs, this cartoon that he had. And then after that, I think it was like, you know what? Now I do have a little bit more grace and leeway to do the bullshit. So 2002 comes, Showtime, Adventures of Pluto Nash, I Spy. Then you have Daddy Daycare, and then you get into Shrek 2, Haunted Mansion. So for a long time, if y'all remember, Eddie was in that children's movies bag.
Yeah, you know and not only
then,
that, for people who don't know, you know, even after this, Friday was his last, up until, you know, My Name is Dolomite, Friday was his last rated R film. So he really was, you know, Life was his last rated R film. Yeah. So he really converted himself. Like, you know, I'm really going to PG-13 is the max. You know, I'm not going to be too raunchy, too out of. So even when he's doing certain movies, he's not really, you know, grasping at adults in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Like he's still kind of 13 and up, you know.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's a great point. Yeah. But I ain't gonna hold you. Let's talk about this 2001 and 2010. I'm just gonna run it down and see if he deserved the worst actor of the decade. So he did, I don't know how many movies we're gonna run through him. 2001, he has 2 films, Shrek and Dr. Dolittle 2. All right. 2002, he has 3 films. We already discussed those. Showtime, Pluto Nash, I Spy. 2003, Daddy Daycare, The Haunted Mansion. 2004, Shrek 2. 2005, no films. 2006, Dreamgirls. 2007, Norbit. People hate Norbit.
You should have won an Oscar.
Norbit's what?
For Dreamgirls.
Oh yeah, I thought you meant for Norbit. Norbit's the reason he didn't win an Oscar.
Yes, I talked about it on the SGP episode.
2006, Dreamgirls, not a bad movie at all. Like I said, Norbit's a cult classic. It's hilarious. People hate Norbit. When we do our ratings, Norbit's a 4.2 out of 10. Like people hate Norbit. But I love it. 2007, he also has Shrek the 3rd. 2008, Meet Dave. 2009, Imagine That. And then 2010, Shrek Forever After, along with, Tower House was 2011. So if it wasn't for maybe Imagine That and Meet Dave.
1,000 Words?
1,000 Words?
Yeah.
1,000 Words was 2012.
Damn. Okay. Yeah.
I could say maybe worst movies, but worst actor, I think that's a stretch. Eddie was entertaining in a lot of this stuff.
Was he the only, like, who was nominated, or was he just, that was just him? It was it.
Oh, for the decade?
Yeah.
I know Rob Schneider was nominated. I think John Travolta was nominated. Yeah, Rob Schneider a fucking loser. Yeah. John Travolta was nominated. I'd have to look it up and we can talk about it here in a second. Yeah. But just interesting, man. It's interesting to look at Eddie Murphy in his career, because even when he does, everybody has a lull like that. But I was like, damn, I didn't know it was like that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I didn't know.
I don't think he should have. Now, the sad part about that is what you really got to consider too is all his success, because that plays a part in the downfall. You know what I mean? Like
when you comparing yourself to yourself.
Yeah,
all the good stuff you did.
You know, he's the greatest SNL persona ever. Like, he's the GOAT. No one will argue that. He was 19. He's the improv god. Like, I mean, it's crazy. Harlem Nights was a bust, but we loved that fucking movie. Like, I didn't even realize that until I got older. Like, damn, Harlem Nights, niggas didn't fuck with Harlem Nights.
Yeah, niggas ain't fuck with Boomerang.
Yeah, niggas ain't fuck with Boomerang.
Like critically, when we say this, we mean critically. We don't mean the culture. Critically. We mean critically. Niggas not fuck with Boomerang.
I don't know if you're gonna see this either. Shout out to I don't know if I should say shout out or you should be ashamed of yourself. Kev on stage, man. He talking about, I think in 2020 was the first time he seen Harlem Nights. I was ashamed.
Yeah, man, be like that, man. We listen, but we don't judge, my nigga.
He a Christian.
Real quick.
Christian comedian. My bad. I ain't mean it like that. He a Christian comedian.
No. You good. He's Christian. Same thing. Same thing.
Yeah.
I just want to be clear about one thing. The worst actor of the decade wasn't for all those films. It was just for Pluto Nash, I Spy, Imagine That, Showtime. You asked me who else was nominated. John Travolta, Ben Affleck, Rob Schneider, Bumass, and Mike Myers. And then you also have Eddie Murphy. I think you talked about this on The Professor. He had won so many Razzies that he took a break from acting. Said, fuck y'all. I'm about to keep dogging my shit. Like, you know what I mean? And I get it, you Eddie Murphy, but he's still a human and has emotions. It's like, damn, every time, like my shit flopped. Like, imagine that. Every time my shit came out, it's like we just did top 5. It's almost like in the top 5 when the Haitian Revolution movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, damn, ain't nobody here to see this.
And I think the only person that really deserves that award is Rob Schneider, and that ain't even no like he's a piece of shit. So I'm just saying that like the movies he has are ass, like The Hot Chick, The Animal, like
Meg the Stallion ass, that ass, cheeks, like, that shit suck.
Yeah, like for it to even be
the nigga there just sucked. Ain't no good. I ain't never heard of niggas that ain't like them in the hood.
Yeah, that shit crazy. So that's just that nigga the hot chick. Come on, bro. The premise of this movie, like it's stupid.
Hey man, you know what I was thinking about the other day? Speaking of shit that was goofy. You know what I was thinking about the other day? Shallow Hal.
Oh man, I ain't seen that in a minute.
They was fried for making that movie, man.
They love that one. I mean, critically acclaimed. They love that movie, boy.
But I know, but could you imagine 2025? They get their asses kicked up and down the street if they tried to make Shallow Hal.
Can't make that movie.
Yeah, man. The Hot Chick wild. And they made all that shit, man. Fuck him. All right, let's go ahead and get into the movie, man. We talked about Eddie. Shout out to Eddie, man. One of the GOATs. Naturally funny people, man. I already mentioned that. But let's get into Scene, Skool.
Yeah.
It's your film. You chose it. Why don't you kick us off, my brother?
I think it's one of those movies where the first 30 minutes, like this whole film, like you said, it comes in hot. You know, it starts off with with secret agent Alex. You kind of find out what type of agent he is, because when you think secret agent, you think
James Bond.
You think Carlos.
Yeah, you think it's about to be some shit.
Yeah, you think James Bond, and we see he is not that. He barely passed. Like, I always wonder about doctors. Like, can I see your report card, nigga?
The doctor that got that 1 point off, nigga. Imagine that shit.
That's Alex, man. That's Alex. And then of course, he fucks up the witness or whatever he was trying to get. He winds up dying. And we go right into Kelly Robinson, man. Kelly, who's just different, bro. Talking to third person. Remind me of The Rock.
The Rock was a classic, man.
I wonder. It makes me wonder watching it. Like, did he kind of pull from The Rock with that?
Oh, you know who he pulled from?
Yeah, Ali.
With being a boxer. Nah, not even The Rock. And maybe that was a little bit of inspiration because 2002, 2001 at the time of filming, The Rock was one of the biggest stars. I mean, this isn't even movie star Rock, really. But wrestling, he was just somebody. But when I look at that intro scene with him coming into the ring, that's Pretty Boy Floyd.
Okay.
With the boxer thing.
Yeah.
And like I said, not even Money Mayweather. Pretty Boy Floyd.
Pretty Boy Floyd, yeah.
Pretty Boy Floyd, man. That was him, in my opinion. Just the whole ego and the bravado and the marketing of, if I get them to dislike me, like, I'm good enough to where I can have this whole arena rooting for me to lose.
Yep.
And that's going to put the numbers through the board because everybody tuning in to watch me lose. And I'm going to keep whooping everybody.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That's a big deal. And at the end of the day, they got to respect your talent. And I think that this is where, as you mentioned, we get the Owen Wilson part, and that shit's silly.
Yeah.
But this is where I start. And we didn't even talk about this. We didn't talk about first experiences.
Okay.
Because I only mentioned that right now, and I want to give you a second we'll jump back to the scene. I mentioned that because my first experience was with Skool. Like, Skool got me hip to this film, and not like in 2002. This was maybe 2017, 18, somewhere around there. Like, bro, you ever seen I Spy? I'm like, nah. And Skool know how I get sometimes. It's like, man, I ain't trying to watch that shit. And like,
he get in one moves where he just like, bro, I'm cool. They don't even sound. So now we got this little thing where we have to watch. Like, you got this. I'm pulling this on my list of you got to watch this. So no matter what, he got to watch it, and we watched that shit.
Yeah, we got a car like once a month or whatever it was. That if I say you got to watch this, bro, you got to watch it. Like I'm gonna slide through. We're gonna watch this movie.
Yep.
You can't say no. But yeah, you got me hip to it, and I remember getting weak at the first, like you said, the first 36 minutes, really 40 minutes are pure comedy. But you got me hip to this movie. That was my first experience. What was your first experience? Like, when did you first see this?
Shit, this is definitely a 85 classic for me. You know,
right.
Yeah,
you would have been in 7th grade when this came out.
Yeah, it was definitely one of them for me. Just, you know, we talk about it all the time. Grandpa had every freaking channel, and we caught it. I probably caught it one day on Black Stars or something stupid like that, and just got hip and loved it ever since, man. I fell in love with it, got it from buybacks, and it's been in the collection ever since.
I ain't mad at that, man.
Yeah.
School got the most random collection of movies, and he got some heat in there too. So many movies School got me hip to that's hilarious that I keep in rotation. I had Ice Harvest. I had that for years, bro. I took School's DVD, man. He ain't had that shit for a minute. I think I had it so long he forgot that
I did. I was just talking to somebody who never seen it. I was like, "You ever seen Ice Harvest?" And they're like, "Nah." I'm like, "Bro, you got to check that out."
Yeah, Ice Harvest, man. Shout out to Brian, man. Because John Cusack's never made a bad movie. Yeah, but going back to the scene, man, the bravado, right? Chill, boy. You about to be on Sports Illustrated, even though you about to be on there like this.
Yeah.
And the dude got mad and like slammed his gloves on it. Oh shit, he mad.
He mad.
He's scary as hell, ain't he?
Not only that, the Stevie Wonder impersonation.
Yes, and he said, "Hey," he said, he's scary as hell, and he ow. Just mocking somebody you about to fight, bro. You know how mad that would make me, but you know you so nice that I can do that. I can get away with it. And then he hit him with that jab, and he started wobbling. He said, "Oh shit!"
I know what that means.
When they start doing that, I know what that means.
Yeah.
And I love that his jersey, like his corner, had the jersey number with his wins on it.
Yeah.
So like for 56, he put 56 on there, and then for the next fight, he got 57. Just kind of, if you remember that time, man, FUBU jerseys, everything else that came with that. I just thought that was hilarious. So shout out to that intro of us meeting not only Kelly but Alex as well. And then I'll tell you, my next scene is going to be really Alex's first scene at the BNS, the Bureau of National Security.
Bro, that shit is
the whole scene from the time we first see him there until he meets Kelly on the video screen. I separated that,
bro. That's my favorite. That's one of my favorites.
So old girl's name is Edna, right?
Yes. Edna the exaggerator.
It's just all right. So for context, this is just one of those scenes where if you watch it, it's just silly. And that's part of the reason why I do enjoy this movie, because it's so ridiculous that you can't even get mad at how dumb this is. Like even calling a professional boxer for a secret spot, that sounds stupid, but they know it is, and they kind of play on it.
Yep.
But Edna she just has this, and I wish I had her name down. She just had a way of expression acting and kind of playing, like we talked about Owen Wilson playing the straight man.
Yeah.
Like not even knowing what you're saying is funny.
Yeah.
And the way she moved around it. So we learned that Alex is going to Budapest and that he has a thing for Rachel.
Yes.
This is when we first learned that. And Edna's like, you still hung up on her? Like, you know what? You should if you want to learn how to get her, man, you should ask Carlos. That's the first time we get to mention the Carlos, right? Carlos. Hey, Edna said she couldn't walk right for 2 weeks. Yeah.
She couldn't walk right for 2 weeks.
Imagine hearing the girl you got crushed on, man, the love of your life, getting knocked down.
Getting towed down, you hear me?
Yeah, it ain't like somebody got crushed. She was saying, nigga, threw the mattress on her. Like, she ain't walk right for 2 weeks.
Said she ain't walk right for 2 weeks, man. That's insane, bruh. That's nasty work.
It's nasty work. And as soon as she mentioned Carlos, here comes Carlos popping out.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
And he's doing what he do, the charmer.
Yeah,
we all know one of them.
Hey, man. We all know.
He is. I know. There you go.
Chill out, man. Relax. But the funny thing about Carlos is, first of all, everybody on his dick. So that already irritates you. Like everybody's on this. Like can't do no wrong. Carlos this, Carlos that. She spoke him up. He starts sweet talking and stuff like things like that. And this nigga had like an accent to him. And we know it's Gary Cole, and it's not really off. It's not really off the wall because one of the funniest culture guard moments was when I was talking about the cultural appropriation with the Mexican. You say, man, the Mexican was a gun, man. It wasn't a person. I said, they got Brad Pitt being a Mexican. He said, man.
Yeah.
But they would do that, man. They would do that. Speaking of Brad Pitt, they'd have him being Troy and just all that. So it wasn't, I'm like, damn, did they really have him? And then he realized, nah, this nigga from Iowa, bro. Like, stop letting him charm y'all. He do a few missions. He's from Iowa, man. Cut it out. So Alex was hating.
Another great example is The Last Samurai with your boy Tom Cruise.
Yeah, man.
How you gonna come to China and teach?
Shit, I was watching Scarface recently, man. That nigga was playing an Italian from New York was playing a Cuban American, man. That shit crazy. Not even a Cuban American. That nigga was Cuban.
Yeah. Shit sad.
Hey, man, but he did a fucking phenomenal job. That's what's fucked up about it. But anyway, we'll talk about it.
I know
this nigga Carlos.
Go ahead.
Carlos grabbed Edna's chin.
Hey, he grabbed the chin.
And that's why I want to shout her out. The laugh, like that just giddy girl laugh. Hey, hit her with the chin grab. She couldn't even help it. Like her body just naturally went there.
Yeah.
And she instantly said, so what happened between, Alex was like, what happened between them? What you hear? Like, it's not what I heard, it's what I saw. Every woman knows that look. You know what I mean?
Look at that.
Yeah, pure satisfaction. Total satisfaction.
Hey, that's fucked up.
Straight up, man. Pretty much like Carlos out here knocking your girl down.
Hey,
you might not even want to go after it.
The look of pure satisfaction, bro. That shit is insane, bro.
And then the last part of this scene that I want to get to, man, is when this nigga trying to get his spot shit. Nigga Alex trying to get his spot shit.
Hey,
we all know that extra person at their job that's just doing too much. That nigga Alex went reaching and said, "Whoa, this is Carlos stuff."
That's Carlos.
Yeah, bro, you know how quick I'm gonna get off his dick, bro.
Hey, said that's Carlos shit.
He said, "Man, this ain't yours. This is yours. You got the micro GPS." The nigga said, "Micro."
Nigga pulled out a 88 Nokia.
Hey, man, the nigga said micro. He was so offended. Micro? Yeah, man, size matters, but in the small world, it's reverse.
It's reverse. Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna look crazy pulling this out my pants. Yeah, man, he was on it. And then we also learned about his disdain of Kelly Robinson, man. Telling dude, man, turn this to Weather Channel. This dude's a jerk. Then obviously I'll let you take it over. We get to the actual scene where he meets him, air quotes, because it's a video conference. So you want to get into that?
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great scene. He walks in, he's talking about, oh man, we put the Weather Channel. I can't stand this guy. And of course, Kelly Robinson is there doing what he does best, talking about himself. I'm 57-0, baby. Working on 58. About to be 58.
About to be 58 no.
About to be 58 no. He said, oh man, I hate this guy. Can we just, hey, you better watch what come out your mouth next, surfer boy. He's talking about, oh, now he's poor. Now he's tearing into some poor report. I ain't talking
I'm talking to you.
I'm talking to you. You better chill out. Your tongue about to get your ass, get an ass for it.
He said, oh, video conference.
Ass whipping.
Ain't nothing worse than when you don't even know you on a video conference.
Oh my goodness.
Shit. Ain't you talking shit?
Talking crazy, bruh.
Talking crazy about it, man. Little blonde hair surfer boy.
Yeah. I ain't talking.
I ain't talking no report.
And that's my part. That's what I love about Owen Wilson's character, bro. It's just like how nonchalant. Like he knew he was watching TV. He just nonchalant. Oh shit! Now he's turning into some poor reporter.
Yeah, he put his hands on his hips and everything. Like, damn, look at this.
This is a shame.
And I would have been like, yo, why everybody got this nigga on TV?
Yeah, nigga said, I ain't talking no report. I'm talking to you.
Hey, but I'll tell you what's cool. One of the underrated funny moments in that entire scene is Mac and General Tucker. Like just playing into the whole Carlos things and even more. Because if you look at Mac, man, Mac was not fucking with Alex. Like that nigga came in telling a corny joke, talking about, I used to be a regular agent, but then I was special agent at Christmas. Hella eye rolls. Just didn't like that dude.
Ain't fucking with him.
When he burned his tongue on the coffee, I love when General Tucker stopped and he looked at Mac and said, "You sure we can't use Carlos on this one?"
Hey, we need Carlos.
He said, "Nah, man, everybody recognized." He said, that's a shame.
Yeah.
That Carlos is amazing.
That's fucked up.
Then he said, this guy, He took a pause and said, "You sure about this, Mac?"
Yeah.
You know it's bad when they can't even finish the sentence. This guy,
nigga,
come on, I ain't about to get into it. If I'd hurt his feelings, and then obviously the Kelly Robinson part of it. So that always makes me laugh. I don't care how many times I see it, man, because ain't nothing when you ain't nothing worse than when you can't stand a motherfucker and the facial expressions that you give them just for walking in a room. You just start. This is what you did, Skool. This nigga, man. I ain't got to say nothing to him, but damn, man, I can't stand this dude.
That's how it be when you that's how it be when you a manager and there's a union behind people.
No, yeah, I bet, man. Exactly how it is.
A couple of them jobs where I'm like, man, I wish I could fire your bitch ass.
I don't know who's it on. Is it on you or me?
It's on you.
The plane scene.
Oh man.
So I do want to say this. Because I was paying attention. We're talking about the scene where Kelly Robinson's playing and they're getting ready to leave for Budapest. And at the beginning of that scene, you got SUV after SUV after SUV after SUV.
For what?
And you got the big stretch limo. You got all the women coming out, obviously, with the lifestyle. That's kind of what it was. Mind you, we're in the bling bling era. Yeah, we're in the bling bling area. We got the big, like, extravagant, flashy plane. And I thought to myself, man, I hope Eddie came up with this. I hope they didn't write this down on paper. I hope these white people didn't write this down on this paper, man, and say, you know what? Yeah, we gonna have this nigga coming in like this. Because I'd be like, all right, that's fucked up. So hopefully Eddie came up and helped collaborate with this idea of kind of overselling it. We get that's the point. This whole movie is an exaggeration. So I get it. But that's how cats were showing up.
I was going to say Eddie Murphy. Let's not forget, Eddie Murphy was kicking it with Rick James. You think Rick James wasn't pulling up like that? Back when he had it? Come on, man.
Rick James was on it, man. Rick James.
That shit was inspired by Rick James.
Yeah, man. Once again, just ad-lib stuff, right? When Alex wanted to talk to him, like, can I talk to you real quick? And like, oh, back up, y'all. Too many brothers standing around. Just stuff. You can tell that's not in the script. That's just Eddie being Eddie. And I don't know how people kept a straight face. Like, I'd have been laughing so many times. And there's one scene in particular where I'd say I'd have got weak if I was the other nigga. I would have got weak.
Yep.
But
I already know.
Kelly flying the plane, which is already fried. Like, I'm already over here and you over here flying the plane. Like, what? Like, come on, bro. We got to talk about. Went up in the air, right? So to the point where Alex fell. Let me sit your ass down. When you get up, sit down.
Sit down again.
So that man, when you get up, sit down.
Sit down again.
And I ain't going to no party at 8 o'clock. Because Robinson don't go to no party at 8 o'clock, man. Ain't no way, man.
Know a nigga like Robinson.
That. Bruh. He told that man, let the shit go, man. I ain't going till 11, man. I told you. Drop the shit. Because you reach that point, like, bro, how many times you going to ask me? And how many times I got to tell you, no, I'm not going to this party. Kelly Robinson's not going to this party.
Not at all.
11 o'clock, man. Stop playing with me. Stop saying that shit. Say, watch again.
Hey, my favorite part is when he say the party could be over by 11. He said, you know what's lame? a lame ass party is over at 11 o'clock. Like, I don't go to parties that even end at 11 o'clock, nigga.
Straight up, man. The fuck, I can't risk it filing out. What? Ain't no party Kelly Robinson going to gonna be ended at 11 o'clock. I'll tell you that right now. But the scene also showed Alex wasn't no bum as we thought. He does have the ability to get people to do what he wants. He knew exactly what the sweet spot is and how I can get you there. So, oh man, too bad you can't be doing a cool spot. I got this. Some spy term. Like, what you got there? Yeah, got his interest going. And then, like a true salesman, showed it to him. Showed him how to work.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like the niggas at the mall, man. Got the kiosk, man. Yeah, they gonna clean your shoe. Like, watch how the shoe doing.
Yeah, and you stupid. and he used his boy. Yeah, TJ. I don't think I want TJ eye shit all up in my. Yeah, all right, we'll try it out.
Yeah, he know what to say.
And that's my favorite. I think that might be my favorite scene of just Eddie just being Kelly Robinson. He's when you can see, that's what it look like when whooping somebody's ass. That's some scary shit.
That part always gets me. That's scary.
Get out my face, punk. Hey,
to have an ego like that and really be on some. That's how it look when I'm whooping somebody's ass.
That's scary. Woo.
Yeah, man.
He said, I ain't going to the party. Get out my face, punk.
Eddie was also trash, man.
Yeah.
And then obviously, we mentioned Alex gets his way because he You know, pretty much got him to do that. Nigga, even then, Kelly Robinson, man, what? Death? You think I'm scared of death? Kelly Robinson ready to die, nigga. That's what I do in the face of death.
Yeah.
What's your next scene though?
And he still didn't even agree. Shit, that nigga, he did all that shit and threw the shit at him. Said, nah, I still ain't going, nigga. You know the next scene, nigga. When Alex fucked him up and gave him the bad room, man.
Hey man, listen.
Told TJ, you falling off, boy.
Hey, that whole scene, it was only, listen, the scene is only like 60 seconds.
Hey,
but it's a masterpiece. It's a masterpiece.
Hey, TJ, you falling off, boy. You gonna be back in St. Louis frying fish. Fish out.
He said, Skool. He said, he was so mad. He said, I'm going back downstairs. We in the basement. I'm going back upstairs.
I'm going back upstairs. Yeah.
He said, and y'all better give me the most expensive suite in this hotel, or else. That nigga TJ said, or else what? I'll tell you what, TJ. I don't know what else because I can't think good underground. But whatever it is, it's gonna be bad, TJ. And you know it's real when the nigga walk away and they come back. You know what? They go back upstairs. Let me tell you something. You're falling off.
That nigga said, you're falling off, boy.
Because TJ probably been fucking up, bro. He probably been fucking up. He probably was like, you know what? This ain't no regular shit, bro. This is somebody, as he said, I made $24.7 million last year, bro. I hire people to make my life easy.
Yes.
Why am I staying in the basement of a nice hotel and I'm fucking Kelly Robinson? Off the strength of.
Listen,
I'm one of the celebrities where when I walk in, they clear the room for me.
We heard in the scene prior, old boy said, Kelly Robinson don't even call his own mama.
Hey, man. I think the funniest part of this movie to me, bro, the funniest part, the one that gets the most genuine belly laugh out of me is when that nigga go up that steps, come back, let me tell you something. You're falling off, boy. You're falling off. He said, your ass gonna be back in St. Louis frying fish in your father's fish store, boy.
Please, miss him. I'm waiting on you. Please.
Hey, telling the nigga you about to be frying fish at your daddy's fish store.
He said, I'm praying for you to fuck up. Please. Please, Lord. Please.
Hey, man, that shit is silly as hell. I don't care how many times I watch that scene.
I know you from Louisiana. I know you was frying fish and you was pissed about it, nigga.
Yeah, man. I'll send you right back.
That's what you right back.
Send you right back.
Hey, and he told TJ earlier in the scene prior. Remember, he told him, he told the other dude, you ain't got to kiss man. You've been with me 10 years. And TJ, yeah, man.
That's pathetic.
You keep your nose right where it's set, nigga.
Yeah, man. Hey, and once again, we mentioned Eddie's improv. You can see it spill over in the movies.
Yes.
When we talk about the fish frying grits, man, nigga, I'll send you back to frying fish with your daddy.
Yeah.
It reminded me in life when he said, man, didn't I get your girl them new gator shoes? Or what the frog skin school? What he said, the bitch was there frog skin when I met her. Now she
Hey.
Come on, man. Don't forget how many times I looked out for you. So yeah, man. Shout out to that scene. It's short, but man, oh man, it's hilarious. What's your next scene, Skool?
Oh man. Shit, it would probably have to be them setting up Kelly, man. Alex again showing
maybe my favorite quote in the scene in the movie in this scene.
Alex, I think showing him how smart he was. I am an agent. You are. One thing that we all know about athletes and famous people is they love women, pussy, So let's set this shit up and get Kelly, because I tried the easy way to get him to come to the party at 8:00. Now we're gonna have to try another way. And he set that boy up, and the trap was set beautifully. You hear me? Rachel.
Not only just I'm about to say, not only just that they love like women or whatever vices they have.
Yeah,
it's that he knew we got to feed into his ego.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like, you got to be the hype fan.
Yes,
you Kelly Robinson, the famous boxer. Like what?
He said one of the same.
One of the same, baby.
He said, "Do you wear that? Do you wear the perfume?" He said, "It's not perfume, it's cologne." And why don't you see the way she sniffed his neck, boy? That nigga knew it was on. He knew it was on. He talking about. He said, "I would love to, but I ain't got no room right now. She said, let's go to my room. Hey, said I'll be waxing that ass. I'm gonna be waxing that ass in about 5 minutes.
Hey, what you doing, man? Hey, I can understand that you're jealous, but she chose Kelly. Tell you what, I hit it once for you. See if she's got a sister. If she got a sister, I ain't gonna be calling your ass. It's gonna be the three of us. Nigga said, see if she got a nigga. Hey, that's one of the realest shit ever. See if she got a nigga. If she do, nigga, what you think?
I'm Kelly Robinson, baby.
Yeah, what you think I'm about to get into? Oh shit!
I'm about to call her no name.
Yeah, man. Come on, man.
I don't even know you like that. That's insane.
Exactly, man. Stop playing, man. Little surfer boy, little blonde surfer boy. I got somebody for you, man. Stop playing.
Stop it. Cut it out. And
but go ahead, my fault. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Nah, and then that just rolls into, they set him up. He's walking with her. The BNS crew kidnaps him, and then you see him getting kidnapped, and they pretending to be from I guess the Budapest agents or whatever, and they question him about you were with a BNS agent. He was, I don't know what you're talking about. And the whole girl say, let's cut off his penis. Whoa. What happened to rough the man up? Why you going straight to the penis?
Straight cut off the penis. That'll get a nigga attention.
Every time. The nigga said, whoa. What happened to roughing the man up? Shit.
Hey, because, man, you went straight to, come on, what we talking about? Damn, we just got started. I thought there was steps to this.
Hey, you hear me? I love when she say, I love when he say, what she say? What is his name? So I can't think with all these knives on me. He's about 5'9", blonde hair. One of them white names, Alan.
Hey, one of my favorite parts is when he shoots her, and then they probably like she wakes up and they start like he didn't know, like, and he's still trying to keep shooting. Oh shit! Like, cause he really thought he was in it, man. Just the expression acting, and just obviously he had that coming because he's fucking with Alex the whole time. So Alex set it up. I thought it was perfect, like you said. And I love how Alex just kind of like, you know what? I put hundreds of agents through that test, and none of them did.
There you go.
Just fucking with him, man.
That ego. Gotta feed that ego. You handled that perfectly. Nigga, perfect. that nigga Kelly said, yes, he's definitely an agent. That nigga told on him side.
Stop playing, nigga. Hey, because ain't nothing worse when you ain't nothing worse when you really somebody like nigga. Nigga, I want to live, nigga. Think my life good. I came here to box, my nigga. Y'all know who I am. I'd have been on that.
Oh shit, that nigga said yes, he's definitely an agent. That's fucked up.
I'm giving him my face. I don't know this nigga.
I love how you didn't tell him. You didn't tell him too much. Told him he's blonde hair. He's 5'9". You didn't give him too much. That's anybody. Like, come on, man, stop it.
Yeah, man. We knew you weren't gonna give up any names. Yeah.
All right, nigga.
He's full of shit.
And I love the when he does tell him, he's going to the party at 8 o'clock. Oh shit, we're gonna be late for the party. Y'all owe me one belt. Yamagata. Yeah, nigga.
Yeah, straight up, man. I ain't gonna forget about this shit. I'm rich, but shit. Y'all got me fucked up.
Yeah, y'all owe me one belt. Yamagata, goddammit. Quit playing with me.
My next scene is Gundar's party.
Come on, man.
Just the bullshit of, at this point, Kelly Robinson's really in the spot where he really think he's an agent.
Yes,
so he wants to pin and he wants to do all the flip and stuff, which is smooth too. I ain't gonna hold you. But
I think that's one of the best characteristics of Kelly Robinson is not only does he feed his own ego, he also knows how to feed other people's ego. Like, I just love the way he's Gundar, Mr. Gundar. It's like
Gundar.
Handle your business, Mr. Gundar. Like, that's a badass jacket he got on. Shout out to MJ. That was an MJ custom. Yeah, man. Cut it out. Yeah,
you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? He knows, he understands who he is and a celebrity.
Yes.
He understands how big of it, like, he even said it, like, it's an honor for me to let you meet me.
Yes.
You know what I mean? He knew that. Like, people going remind me when Kevin Hart told that story about Hov, when Hov came to the show.
Oh, yeah.
It said, Hov said, man, you feel it? You feel like you made it? Why? Because I'm here. Like, I'm here. If I came to your show, nigga, you made it.
You made it. That's a fact.
Oh, man. So, yeah, he did the same thing. Like, man, I know this is the time of y'all life right now.
I love too when he tells when Alex is pretending to be his assistant. He tells that nigga, "I'm very disappointed with your service."
Did I tell you I always have a pen on you, man? I'm very disappointed.
Very disappointed with your service. Like, come on, man.
But Alex tells him, "Hey, man, we need a distraction. There's a boxing match going on."
Mm-hmm.
And he gets a dude that he's going to be fighting in Budapest. He's there at the party. Come on, man. Look at him a little preview.
Yeah.
He's like, man, come on, man. How you gonna move? All you shit, you moving like that? Like, how many? He said, you can do the prediction. At what round am I gonna knock you out in?
You think I'm gonna knock you out in? Hey, he was
mad.
Dude
wasn't having it. Dude was hot. He wasn't mad having it. And he said something about steroids. I'm not on steroids. You're gonna need them. You trying to beat me?
He talking about what you over there doing? Drinking a steroid smoothie? Come on up here, man.
Say, yeah, man. Come on, man. Little slap box, man. Come on, little. Say, all right, man. My left hand. He said, that's how you move and shit. You definitely get your ass whipped.
Definitely get your ass whipped.
My left hand across the right side of your face. Left hand. You ready? You ready? Fast now. Fast.
You ready? Here it comes.
I'll smack him. And then that nigga really tried to get at him. And Kelly blocked. Like, what's wrong with you?
Bruh.
Hitting all hard, man. I told we was taking it light, man. What's wrong with you doing all that?
That part is funny, but the what he say prior to that is even funnier to me. When he says, I told you I was gonna hit you. Why you ain't put your guard up? That's real.
That's hilarious, hey, man, I told you I was about to hit you. I don't know why you thought
shout out to Larry Bird, man. They said that's how Larry was cooking niggas, man. Crossover to the middle, off the backboard, nigga.
Larry Bird was out here telling coach, you better get this white boy off me, man. You got this white dude on me, bro. Hey, Larry Bird, funny dude, man. And obviously we get Gundar some of the playing, but like I said, I don't care about. I care about Kelly Robinson and his antics. And I don't really care about the escape stuff. I mean, it's cool because you get into like just your action comedy stuff, but it is an action movie. But as Skool and I mentioned, what drives this film to me is the comedy of Eddie Murphy and the tag team of him and Owen Wilson. The action stuff is just there. It's whatever. It moves the film along for more ad-libbing and more stuff like that. So I don't care about it from a scene perspective.
No, not at all. And one of the funniest things, and this is the first time I ever thought about this while watching this movie, is for Kelly Robinson to be a boxer, he don't do much fighting in this movie. You feel me?
Yeah. You talking about like with the bad guys and stuff?
Even the scene where dude was coming down the steps, like, you Kelly Robinson, nigga, what you mean? What do I do? Like, come on, bruh. Like, you get me? Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, I get exactly what you mean. I'm sitting here thinking, and I'm wondering how much of him was thinking, like, I can't do what I normally do because I'm a spy now. There's got to be some secret spy. Remember, we know how much he loved gadgets.
They wasn't supposed to see their face. Remember, that wasn't supposed to be a thing. You know, you ain't supposed to see my face and all that. So maybe that plays a part of it.
Because he is one of the most famous people. Like, people can say, like, yo, the nigga Kelly Robinson was at us. Like, you were targeted forever if that's the case. And not to mention, we know that they did a good job of establishing Kelly Robinson likes gadgets. He likes toys. He likes the stuff. So he probably was thinking, whooping a nigga is just easy. That I wake up whooping niggas' asses. Like I want the super spy shit. I want the shit behind the ear and all that. I want to. What you got? What kind of toys? What other get? What you got? So yeah, man. Yeah, what you got?
I would say the next scene that I have is just them. You know, in the what was in that sewer?
In the sewer when they open it up.
Yeah, I can't remember what he said that was getting them high and shit. Methane or something.
I don't think it was. Did they take anything?
Yeah, remember he said that sitting in the sewer, the sewer has methane in it. That's why they started.
Oh yeah.
Now listen, I ain't one of them guys. You get down here and go because he asked him where he was from, and then next thing you know, my grandmother was the one that raised me. She the one that hit me. He talking about, you can tell that was ad lib. He's talking about, how much love you gotta have to punch a baby in the face. Like,
man. And I love the fact that he drew it back later in the movie. Like, that's why she hit me. But that was just cool. I'm just scared. Kelly Robinson's just a scared little boy. Little boy. All of that was hilarious.
Owen revealing that he won't Rachel, and then of course the next scene, I know I have it.
Yeah, go ahead, get into
it. When they finally come up out the sewer and they make it back to the BNS secret headquarters, and Rachel's worried, sick, and Kelly's on her. Kelly's on Alex. I mean, to tell her what's up. Tell her how you feel. And he's too scared. So Kelly says, you know, hit me with the gadget, and I'm gonna tell you what to say.
I got you. I'm a quarterback. This thing, don't even worry about it, man. I'm Kelly Robinson. This game, my game
hey,
always works.
This game works. You hear me? That
my
man
shit
went in
always
there.
works sometimes.
Hey, that man went in there, bruh, and I don't know if old girl was a hoe, but she was ready, man. She was ready. That nigga started singing.
We don't know it at the time, but you know, she just doing what she needs to do to make sure she keep niggas in line.
Yeah, because how convenient that damn pen start moving as soon as he's about to get some. But nah, when when your boy started singing "Sexual Healing," bro, that shit's hilarious, bro. When that nigga,
of course, 100% Eddie Murphy's
rising, and just your boy, ain't nothing like seeing white people have to pretend to have soul. That shit's just comedy to me, man. Owen didn't know what to do.
I had no idea. Who even knows if Alex, the character, even knew what song he was singing? Like,
yeah,
right?
Straight up.
You know what I mean? Because either one of them, because you know, if that was most times when you do things like that, the person that is on the receiving end of the game, they would say a comment like, "Hold on,
is that Marvin Gaye?
Sexual Healing? Is that Marvin Gaye?"
Yeah, straight
You know
up.
what I mean? Like there was none of that. So both of them he probably thought he was rapping it, or the whole intent, maybe since he was saying it instead of singing it. You know, he was actually just using the lyrics like it was.
That nigga said, and it's good for us.
Straight up, man. Come on.
Straight
and,
up,
and it worked.
Oh, yeah. He was about to get them yams.
He's like, no. She said, no, yes, no.
No, yes. Yeah. Them toes look like. So yeah, man. That's it for me, man. I think
he turned that shit off. He turned that shit off ASAP.
Yeah,
man. You ain't about to see none of this. At least let me see the goods. Creep, man. Creep. He's got raps on the creep.
Yeah, he said he had a couple cases.
He said this girl. It's fucked up. He said what the anyway, man. Next scene for me, it's probably honestly, it's gonna be a while. A lot of the stuff I'm not, as I mentioned, I'm not necessarily into it for. And you gotta remember, this is a golden area where your movies are only 90 minutes. So they move along pretty quickly. And it was funny when I was watching it, I guess I paid attention to the fact that a lot of this is like in the same location, it feels like. There's not too many different sets overall throughout this film. Kelly Robinson goes to the fight. And I will just say, like, from the time the fight, right? So Alex finds the switchblade. Switchblade, which is the plane they're looking for. And he's by himself, and then we find out that Alex is a double agent, or Rachel is a double agent, excuse me. And Kelly is in the range trying to get win number 58. And Alex turns on the eye thing. So then he obviously, you know, stumbling and stuff. But the fact that he won, didn't do any of the stuff that we saw earlier, right? Take his victory break, bounce, because he's like, you know what? I built a bond, which is all. That's how these movies work, right? These odd couples, these buddy comedies. You get into it, you have an argument, but damn, I ain't gonna let my mans go out like that. So I'm about to go straight to this bridge, and I'm gonna get him. He comes to help, and then of course Carlo comes soaring in.
Even though Alex used the most fucked up trick, this black man mugged me. We ain't gonna talk about it. Go ahead.
Yeah, man, that is fucked up. Now you get away with that in 2002, but now it's like you shouldn't have got away with it then. But you know it is what it is. We ain't gonna go there. But you know, he comes up. Kelly Robinson comes up, man. He's like, all right, man, I got your back. Comes with this machine gun and shit like that, and just everybody chill. Carlos goofy ass comes down and doing some super spy shit. And we already mentioned this, or we saw it earlier in the film with Kelly Robinson talking about, I'm a hunch. I was born half psychic. You know what I mean? I got a hunch, man. This dude ain't good. He ain't good. And I think they did it. I will say this. If this is your first time watching it, you are a little confused. Who's good? Is Rachel? Was she playing it both ways? Is Carlos really the one that's bad? Like, you don't know. And I love that fact about it, because I remember my first time watching it, like, hold on, like, how's this gonna end up? And then you realize once Rachel's gone, like, y'all stupid motherfuckers, y'all let her go. And of course, it made sense because he was blinded by Rachel.
He loved her, man. That boy said, you said it yourself. I was blinded by booty. Owen Wilson, bro, hilarious.
Hey, man, the way he did it. That's why, like I said, Wedding Crashers, Owen Wilson, that same kind of delivery stuff. That shit was hilarious to me. And then I don't know if you have anything else besides the ending.
Nah.
So really, just the fact that Kelly Robinson had been talking about this parade, I'm gonna go 58-0 and get save the world on the same day. They end up saving things, but of course, Carlos gets the credit. He's the one in the newspaper with the parade, with the president, and that nigga went off. He was hot about it. Kelly Robinson was hot. And it's funny, I don't know if you noticed, you probably do, School. That scene with Rachel originally wasn't in the ending. That wasn't the original ending.
Damn, I didn't know that.
They did a test. The ending was them finding it and saving everybody. And it was going to roll credits from there. You know what I mean? He told the story. And I can't remember where. Monte Carlo.
Okay.
Right? Actually, I'm sorry. The scene was reshot in Monte Carlo that with Rachel and her on the computer because, and we talk about this a lot here, the Culture Garden, the test audiences. The test audiences, they all wrote their feedback and said,
listen,
want
to know what happened to Rachel, huh?
You got to know what happened to Rachel. She can't just dip and get away scot-free. What happened to her? So they wrote this scene, and this is the official ending of the movie. So, yeah, like I said, the movie is what it is, but, man, the comedy in it is hilarious, especially if you're Eddie Murphy. If you're an Eddie Murphy fan, it's just like witty ad-lib and witty comedy, this is definitely something that I think you'll enjoy.
Yeah.
So with that being said, School, got any best quotes? I know we said a lot of them already.
I think the best quote that I have is you falling off, boy. you gonna be back in Louisiana frying fish at your daddy's fish bar. That one, just all the time. 58 no, 57 no. Kelly Robinson, baby.
I got that down too. Yep.
And I ain't talking to the reporter. I'm talking to you. Like
little blind surfer boy.
Blind surfer boy, yeah. And this what it looked like whooping somebody. Ooh, that's some scary shit. Yeah, just Kelly Robinson, period. Everything's quotes by him, man.
Facts, man. He got a ton of them. And like you said, I know I keep mentioning this, but you're falling off, boy. It's not just the line itself, it's the delivery, the acting, all of that. Because if you ever been hot at a nigga that disappointed you, man, the nigga, the way you can't let it go. You just can't let it go. Man, I can't believe this shit. I can't believe I even trusted your dumb ass to do this.
Can't believe it.
I think I got some drawers your size that's made out of licorice. Hey, that's just some wild shit to say. I think I got some drawers just laying around. I just got some drawers your size made out of licorice.
Another one is that's a little in the window.
In the window, yeah. Because instead of 007, it's gonna be 009 and a half.
And another one.
Nigga hung up on the president. Hey, the nigga hung up on the president mid combo. Yeah, man, get the fuck on, man. What you want?
Another one is when he said she gonna walk right for 2 weeks. Come on, and you have to say that.
And she said it like she was proud to tell him. Yeah, man, she could walk. She can walk.
Because she was shocked. You see how she said it? Like, oh, you still? Oh, you that's cute.
Carlo been dicking her down, man.
And that man kept wanting to stake out. Oh, this feels like a stakeout. Like, come on, man.
She looking like what? Get out of here, man. You bum, you loser. I told you probably my favorite line in the episode. Man, if she got a sister, I ain't calling your ass. It's gonna be the three of us.
It's gonna be the three of us.
Kelly Robinson ain't getting on the back of no scooter like no bitch.
Hey.
So like you said, it's really any Kelly Robinson quote. I think he's the only person I wrote down quotes for. But I do want to give a shout out to General Tucker, man. You sure we can't use Carlos, man? Because y'all got me fucked up.
Yeah.
Scene Stealer, who you got? I feel like there's only one person. And remember, for those of you for the first time, Scene Stealer is not a main character, but somebody who just comes in here and there, and they just steal the show by their presence.
I'm gonna go Gary Cole.
It's got to be it. Gary Cole is Agent Carlos.
Gary Cole.
You know what I mean? Mike Brady.
That shit. That nigga said you from Iowa. He said Eric says he wants nigga living La Vida Loca.
And I love how Alex was literally the only one that went on his dick.
Yeah.
Because even Kelly, like when he came down on the bridge, like damn, he's like some kind of super spy. He's not a super spy. He's not a super spy like me.
Just like me.
He ain't like you.
Right.
Straight up, man. Things that bother you. Got anything?
I think I spoke on it earlier. Just the fact that for Kelly Robinson to be a boxer, it wasn't a lot of hand-to-hand combat with Kelly Robinson. Besides fighting Alex, but I feel like it should have been a couple scenes where he knocked the nigga out or something.
So I got two things. One is very petty considering what type of movie this is.
Okay.
And one is very like silly
Okay.
considering what type of movie this is. The first one is to criticize the acting, given the movie is one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so it's kind of unfair. This is some silly fried ass shit.
Mm-hmm.
But Alex's reaction after Kelly's car blew up, come on, man.
Yeah.
You've been on her ass this entire
Yeah.
movie. That's all we know. You want you some Rachel. I don't know if I said Rachel. Yeah, Rachel's car blowing up. I want a little bit more. A fake tears, something. Somebody put the eye drop on him, something, man. He's almost like, yeah, she was. And I don't know if it's because they trained to just move on to the next thing and they trying to emphasize that, but
that's what I took out of it. That's exactly what I thought. Because I had that moment where I was like, damn, bro, like he ain't really show no emotion. But I've always thought like that. Like as a spy, I'm sure you're taught not to really move. It's kind of like I would imagine the military in a sense. Like you can lose these people around you. It's not like you playing football or professional football. Like nigga, like these 600 people only 320 could make it back. So
you sound like old dog when Harold was in the street, nigga. That nigga dead, nigga. We gotta go.
Hey, he needed to hear that, man.
Hey, man, come on, man. We got to get out of here.
Hey, we can't do nothing for him.
Can't do nothing for him, bro. Let's go. I'm staying with him. You stay your ass here then.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm out.
The other thing that I had to bother me, like I said, the acting, that whatever, man. His reaction, it is what it is. It's our spot. So who cares? Yeah. But the other thing, I really had no business because it ain't that deep. I really was upset that Kelly Robinson got knocked down. I know he won the fight, but I'm sorry he got knocked down, man. I wanted Kelly Robinson to keep his unblemished record. First time in his career, all of some bullshit. Come on, man. Get my man his status back. But I'm not gonna lie, Skool. I would have been pissed if he lost that fight.
Yeah.
I remember my first time watching this. I remember saying, like, oh, he about to sacrifice himself to go save.
I remember this. I remember you saying that. Like, is this nigga about to lose the fight? And I'm like, bro, keep watching.
Man, is he gonna sacrifice himself to go save this nigga Alex? And I'm glad he didn't. I'd have been more upset than I should have been that he would have been 57-1.
Nah, he would have beat Alex ass.
Oh yeah, straight up.
The end he would have been in prison.
Nigga said it for nigga. That was my left hand. If it was my right hand, it would have been in coma.
Hey, that nigga
said, you'd be eating meat through a straw. That's what he said.
Through a straw. That nigga said, what he said, that's real funny. Yeah, if you think going to the dentist is funny, then ha.
Right. Any actors in The Wire? No. Wouldn't let that happen to me. You got anything?
That spy shit, that Carlos getting all that micro shit, like better spy gear than me. I'm not going for that. Yeah, especially if I'm a regular spy and he's a regular spy. Like, what the fuck is up? Show me something. Tell me he better. Just keep it real. Look me in my eyes and say, yo, he a better spy, bro.
I can't remember what kind of car he had, but he had like the sports car and everything, man. They treated him like that guy.
Did you see his damn, the thing he originally got out of, I can't remember what they called it, but even that was like, damn.
Wild shit, man.
Carlos crazy.
Wild shit. Let's see what else we got. Trivia. I have a couple of things. So the voice of George W. Bush was Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
Uncredited role, so that's him.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, homie?
Sound dead on him too.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I think he was doing that on Saturday Night Live too. Will Ferrell was at the time, so it makes sense. And I mentioned everything else, the reshoot for the ending scene that wasn't on there. That's pretty much all I have. So we get to the end of the episode where we rate the film.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're going to do this a little bit special. Since there are some SGP vibes, we're going to do our regular Culture Garden rating, and then we're also going to do the SGP rating. If you're not familiar, you'll hear here in a second. Mm-hmm. So the average viewer of Skool rates this film a 5.4 out of 10. Too high, too low, just right.
I'm going to say too low.
What you going with?
I'm going 6.5.
It's too low. I'm going even 6.
Okay.
6, just for Eddie Murphy's comedic alone, and you sprinkle in some of the Owen Wilson and the Carlos aspect of it. Like it's not a good movie, but it's not an awful movie. I can rewatch this because of that shit. I can 100% put this on in the background. Now the issue is there are probably a lot of other movies you will put on in the background as well. So you got that. A rose, a bouquet, or the whole damn garden.
A bouquet. Give it a bouquet, man.
Yeah, I give it a rose. I give it a rose. I give it a
I'm gonna give it a
rose.
bouquet, man.
I ain't mad at it. I wouldn't expect anything less from you.
Yeah.
And I'll go ahead, or I'll let you roll out. What's the SGP rating system, man? Go ahead. Tell the
The
people.
SGP rating is what is it? Fuck yeah.
Nigga, it's your show.
I
He
can't
said, what is
remember.
it?
What is
Fuck
it?
yeah,
Fuck
shit,
yeah.
yeah, hell yeah.
Shit, yeah, hell yeah. So this is, you already know what I'm gonna say. This is a fuck yeah for me. Which means, so shit yeah or hell yeah, shit yeah, fuck yeah. Hell yeah means I fuck with it. Hell yeah, cool. Shit yeah is like, yeah, I watch this 2 or 3 times, but fuck yeah is like, this is my rotation.
Yeah,
I'm
Skool
watching
owns
this.
this.
Yeah. So yeah, this is a fuck yeah for me. The nigga texted me and said you can watch it on. I said, nigga, I own this.
Yeah, I text Skool because like I told y'all at the beginning, Tubi had pulled it. So I was like, I sent Skool the link and everything. Yeah, the full movie on YouTube. No LOL, no laughing emoji, no nothing. Skool just type like, I own this. I'm like, I sent him that baby meme from Atlanta. It's like, oh, my bad, player.
Come on, man.
So shout out.
We watched this on my house with that DVD, nigga.
Nah, that's 100%. That's facts.
Yeah.
That is facts, my brother. All right, man. So that's pretty much it. We're here.
Damn sure appreciate you.
Shout out to my dog Skool, man.
Shout out to you, man.
Shout out to Ray P. As I mentioned, please go check out We Got Y'all television podcast.
Yes.
Doing White Lotus and Raising Canaan. White Lotus is almost over. Rachel will probably be back in a couple weeks. You know what I mean? As she's running both shows over there.
Raising
so
Canaan
Skool and myself. Yeah, it's cooking, man. They cooking, man. We got y'all over there doing a thing.
Yes.
And Skool and myself, we might have a guest. I don't know. I'm gonna talk to Skool about the movie that we'll do next week. And my thoughts. And I have somebody in mind that I think would be perfect for the discussion.
I think I know what you're talking about too.
Well, you don't even know what movie I'm talking about.
I think you told me what you was thinking.
I think I did say it. I did say you're right. You know what? So we'll be back next week. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Please remember to subscribe, comment, like, tell a friend to tell a friend. We'll include you on our episode. Y'all be cool. How y'all be cool?
Peace.
We out. Kelly Robinson.